Okay.
Hi, we're live.
Hi.
Hi, y'all.
I don't think
Hello.
anybody's here. I need to go over and check the YouTube.
I tweeted it
Oh, Ryan,
out.
do you need to go outside? God damn it, dog. Right now? Come on.
Aww.
Aw.
He's just gonna
It's potty
How's
time.
your cats
go.
doing, Wonder Lady?
Oh, they're gorgeous. They're so gorgeous and they're nice and they're fun and they're athletic and they're hyper and Finney's so brave. He
They're
came to
so
my
cute.
he's so brave. I vacuumed and he didn't run away.
Aw.
He just sat there bravely next to the vacuum like, yeah, I can do
Okay.
this. And the little girl ran away. But come on.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Let me
Don't
do
climb me.
this.
You're getting too big to climb me.
Nope.
Angie,
Nobody's watching.
your
But we've only been on for a minute.
your new house looks awesome, sweetie.
Come on,
Thank
guys.
you. I'm liking it. I am keeping it minimal as much as possible. I got a new lamp. Oh, I can't see it.
Yay.
Yay, I got 2 new lamps.
And
I'm
how
just
are
doing
the
good
dogs like in
cleaning.
the backyard?
Well, they're house dogs. They prefer indoors. And I think I just let the grandson out, and I'm sure he jumped the fence to go find the kids because I made them go outside. But they always want to go out front and play with the kids across the street. Hi, Purple. Hi, Justin. Oh my gosh, Justin Mello has come to my channel.
Awesome.
What do you know?
Yay.
On my first day back, yesterday was 2 months AT after tornado.
Uh-huh.
So this is my yay, I'm back in the swing of things. Finally got real internet, and it's not great. It's not any better than what I had before,
Hi,
but at least it's
baby.
steady. It's slow, but it's
Yes.
steady. And it's better. But I'm keeping the house clean
Hey.
all by myself. And I didn't let the husband bring all of his hoarded shit. I forbade him to go back to the house about a week ago.
Somebody just came in.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to pay any attention. Do y'all see stuff going on back here? There's not I can do about it. There's dogs and cats and kids here. And I told them if they come in, just be quiet. Granny's doing her show again.
Aww.
Hey, that's fine, sweetie.
So what
It's
y'all
good
think
to
about
see
the
you.
red? We have to talk about this because if we don't, I'll feel like everybody's not saying anything because they don't like it. But I love it. I'm feeling
I love
10
it,
years
sweetie.
younger.
I love it.
I'm not used to it yet.
I love
I
it.
like it, but I don't love it yet because I'm not used to it. In my mind, when I close my eyes, I picture the other hair.
Yes, it's still the same hair. It's just a different color. And Philip has the advantage of knowing me before I stopped coloring it. So he's like, "Oh yeah, that looks like the girl I remember. I don't know who that gray-haired old lady was, but that looks like Angie."
Sweetie, I love you either way, and you know that.
I know you do. You are precious, 100%.
I'm the one who made my mother stop dyeing her hair. So
I quit for a while because I got bored, but I get tired of looking at myself in the mirror. I get tired of looking at the same thing. Doc's here. Hi, Doc Fearsome. Welcome, greetings and salutations. I have never stayed the same for very long. Not with the hair. The hair color is like my thing, my art. So I can change that in a heartbeat if I want to. I have skills.
It's her. It's her. It's her. It's the thing that she does that I love so much. And like I said before, there's only been one lady who I trusted with my hair, and that was that lady right there. And earlier on Twitter, baby, I told you I'm here for you whenever you want to do one of these. I'm here for you. I have your back.
I know you do. You have always been there. You're just good quality people, and I love you, Philip. That's why I get along with good quality people. I don't care
And
what color you are. I don't care what you believe. I don't care who you go to bed with. But if you're nice, we can be
well,
friends.
no, baby. I've been doing some other things since all this stuff started. I've been doing some color by numbers, pictures and stuff,
Okay.
and there, it,
Well, go get him. If he jumped the fence, go get him.
No, he's on that side.
Well, he'll come around if y'all go over there. The dog jumped the fence.
oh
find him.
God.
If you run away from him and call his name, he'll just jump the fence again, back into the yard.
But he won't. That's the problem. He jumps out, but he will not jump back in. No matter what. I've tried treats. I've tried, come to Granny, you're not in trouble, and all this sweet stuff. The only thing he will not run from is those two little girls. He will not run from them. They
No,
can
I mean
run
run
up to him.
away from them. Run away from the animal, they will follow.
Sometimes he will, but if he knows he's done something he's not supposed to do, which is jump the fence, he is not going to come to the authority figure. He will not. No matter. He'd be happy if you walk away from him and be like, oh, good, they're not going to come over here and yell at me.
Have the girls do it.
That's what I did.
Over on that fence, he's getting far.
Okay, well, go around that side and call him.
Yeah, walk around
where
the
he came
house
from,
and call
around
him.
the brown house over there, where the fence comes out. We just did this like an hour ago, and she can't remember where he came out from.
Oh.
Hi, Shadow Kitty. It's me.
Shadow
I still need to
Kitty.
get a new green screen going here because I clean this off just so you don't have to look at. And look. This is the box from Purple. Got the camera today, so I am now in possession of the illustrious. I don't even know what to call it. It's been passed around a little bit, and I feel so fortunate to be in that chain because it's going to get my autograph too. And then when I get my new one, I will send it on to someone else who needs it. So
Give that. You don't hear the cats playing, do you?
I hear something squeaking.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I figured it was cats. Cats are allowed on my channel.
Okay.
It's not girls' night. There's no rules. It's afternoon delight. We talk about whatever the hell we want. We can be happy or sad or
Let me
whatever.
know if it gets annoying.
I will. Trust me.
Okay, because they're being athletic.
And also, the pictures that I've been coloring are it's a Bible coloring app that I have on my phone, and I've been doing some of the pictures and stuff. I've been wanting to send some to you, Angie, but I just didn't want you to think bad of me if I did.
I couldn't think of bad of you. If you, Philip, I just don't think that's possible. I don't know that there's anything you could. It's not in you to do anything bad enough for me to think bad of you. So I don't care if you believe in church and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. You don't care that I don't believe. So hey.
No, I don't, baby. No, I don't. I mean, like, I never really knew that about you.
Well, when
You
we first
have
met, I
always
probably
been-
still did.
Well, but at that time, I never knew that about you. You've always been a dear, good friend. And, you know, you saw me through Mama going away, Daddy going away. You've helped me through that. You've helped me through Sherry. And I loved you dearly. I've met some beautiful people that I've come to also count on, like Lady Faye,
Oh,
I-
thank you.
and like I told you on Twitter, Faye, if ever you need a big hug, I'm here.
Thank you.
Philip is very good at
I-
hugs. It's like the big squishy bear hug that I use for Jiff all the time.
Uh-huh.
That's how Philip's hugs are. He's got those good bear hugs. Genuine.
Yes.
Hi, Caroline Abbott is here. Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm sorry I'm slow on the chat sometimes. And Purple's here. Purple, look, it came. See how cute I am now? And my
Oh,
Brett Michaels t-shirt it survived. Excuse me, I'm going to stand up. It survived, but it got a little like bleachy or something weirdness on it. It's clean though, but it's not dead. I'm keeping it. I won't wear it on stage, but I'll wear it on camera. I was going to do this in my jammies till the camera got here. Husband made a special trip home at lunch to bring it to me and say, look. I was like, oh, shit, I have to go put on makeup.
Aw.
But
I
I'm
love
happy.
you either way, sweetie. You know that. Makeup or no makeup. I've seen you both.
Yeah, everybody has now because the last few weeks or so have been like
Oh,
Angie
yes.
in the raw. And then there was a couple of hair color stages that I went through to get to this. And so, yeah. But me and Steffi match now.
Aw.
We did
Speaking
each
of
other's
Steffi,
hair.
how is she?
Steffi's doing pretty good. She needs to find a job, but other than that, she's doing really well. She seems to be happy and content to be back in her hometown, as it were. And of course, it's good to have mom and dad around.
Gotta learn.
Hold on, boo boo. Hang on. Let me.
No,
What's the matter, sweetie?
we shouldn't pounce on other people while they're trying to use the litter box.
Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. We have a puppy here who, whenever I start to walk through the house, it will
Uh-huh.
come around my ankles and try and
Oh.
tell me something, and I'm going like, I don't know what you're trying to say. You're not verbalizing enough.
Aw. When I walk through the room, they'll hop on each leg, and I'll have a cat hanging off my pants. And
Oh
I'm
my
walking
goodness.
through with, it's like,
Good thing you're wearing pants.
well, they tried it on skin, and that was a bad idea.
Yeah, they don't grip too good.
No. I look
Slice.
like I've had a fight with a weed whacker.
Oh, jeez,
Oh
Louise.
my goodness.
Oh,
My
no.
arms are scratched up, my belly, my chest, my back, my legs are shredded completely. My feet are shredded. But they don't care. They love me.
My headphones made it through the storm, but now my little arm here is wonky, and so as I sit here, it just keeps going lower, lower, lower.
No, yeah, I've
So I
been
keep
seeing
pushing it
that.
up, and it's like, stop it.
Oh,
Was
It's too
that
loud
Marley that
otherwise.
came through?
That was
Oh.
Charlie. See how big
That,
she's
no.
Yes. Yes. First grade coming up. First grade.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the baby.
Oh my gosh.
Give me
Yeah, Philip,
one
we're
minute.
old, remember? They're
Well,
still young and growing, and we're old.
you're as young as you feel. That's the way I look at it.
I feel younger. That's something the hair color does for me that nothing else can,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's what a buzz cut does for me too. Hey, I saw Doc the other day.
And
Me and him just said I think we were at the local grocery store. We bumped into each other. We go, hey, how you doing?
that's cool.
And-
Yep, he gets around.
Yes, he does. I thought I also saw him going into Seiko the other day, but I couldn't be
Probably.
for sure.
Probably. Was he wearing orange?
No, blue.
Might have been him. He does have a blue scrub. If it was during work hours, he was probably wearing his scrub. So, yeah, he gets around a town a lot. That's his lunch routine is strictly, he from 12 to 1, he's doing post office and he's doing bank and he's doing lunch. And if he needs to grab something at the hardware store, So, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Everybody knows Doc.
I had taken my lady to the hardware store because she needed to get some filters.
Are y'all still dating?
And yes,
Cool.
Guess
she
what
just
I
hasn't
just
heard
got?
What did you just got, Wonder
I
Lady?
just got
Sorry,
in the mail.
A
Sorry,
what?
Philip. I got minnows.
Minnows in the mail?
Got minnows.
Yummy.
I know.
Happy kitties.
I wonder if they'll scream for us. Come on. What's in here? You know that smell. You know that smell. You gonna scream?
I'm not a
Ow!
lizard.
Ow! 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 Okay, I'm gonna scream. Oh shit! They want these. Okay, okay.
Her disguise and revealed that she's really a lizard person, so not much. Doc, you kill me.
Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
Oh my goodness.
Have you officially retired Cousin It?
Yes, I had to. Tornado destroyed Cousin It. And the murder bunny, because that's what Cousin It became, was the murder bunny from last year.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
It died a swift death because I was not going to try to wash it. It was full of mud and tree limbs and nails and fiberglass insulation and
Ooh, oh my
all
goodness.
bits of nasty stuff. I was like, nope, you can just die right there in the driveway. Someone else can have that. Stool is here. Well, looky there. Welcome to my channel. Mermaids? I used to have a mermaid tail. I still have a mermaid tail, but the fin got broken, so I have to get a new fin.
I have a fin.
Do you? Oh, yes, you do have a fin with big feet.
I have a fin with very big feet. He's so cute. Oh, little cutie pie.
He does, stinker. I thought I
So,
smelled it.
okay, did I tell you I ran into a Trump supporter the other day?
Oh, did you? Tell. Do
did.
tell.
Okay, well, one of my clients called and she's like, I need all this stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll go to the store and get it for you because she has issues. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
I'm going to Dollar General and I've got a list and I'm, doing my thing. And there's a guy coming into the store and he's got a black mask on. So I give him thumbs up. As he approaches, I see it says Trump 2020. And
On his face? Ugh.
Yeah, and he starts lecturing me like, you better vote and blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, you misunderstood. I give you a thumbs up because you're wearing a mask. I didn't give you a thumbs up for what it said. I don't like Trump. And I just smiled at him, and he was just like, well, why'd you give me a thumbs up? And I already explained it to him,
Yeah.
because you're wearing a mask. I said, again, you're wearing a mask, and it's a pandemic, so you deserve a thumbs up. That doesn't mean I have to agree with your politics. Again, he's like, rah, rah, rah. I said, look, I can be respectful of others for whatever reason I choose. I don't have to look at your mask and give you a hard time because it says something I don't support, right?
Right.
I'm supporting you for the right
Exactly.
reason. I'm saying, yes, you're wearing a mask during a pandemic, and that's a good thing. Just because I'm not going to vote the way you do doesn't mean I'm going to wipe my ass on you.
Right?
They just looked at me like, and then I realized what I said, like, wipe my ass. And I'm like,
That's
I'm
fantastic.
sorry.
I love you. Oh my gosh, that's great.
Oh, that is so good.
And
Yeah,
was
there
just,
was the
why are you giving me a thumbs up? Well, maybe because you're wearing a stupid mask.
yeah. I try
I
to.
got a couple of masks out in my truck. One is a Batman mask that can the things that go over my ears and it covers my face. And then Bubba got me one. It's a green camo one to where it looks like an old ninja mask is
Oh,
what
cool.
that one looks like. And it just I can wear it like right over my nose and it gets right up to my eyes and all you see is my eyes and I'm like, no, I don't want to look like a ninja out here. People will probably think I'm trying to rob them. No.
Not when it's 99 degrees outside, too, right?
Exactly.
That's the only hard part for me with the mask because I've learned to pop a Tic Tac before I put the mask. If I'm going out somewhere, I pop a Tic Tac so I don't have to breathe my own mouth, whatever I had for lunch. But I have been glared at, pointed and laughed at,
Yep, me too.
and countless eye rolls. Just everybody goes like this. I'm like, I don't care. And then there's the one that goes, oh, I like your mask. It matches your shirt, Thank you.
Mhm.
So try
I
to
do
remember
that a
we
lot.
can tell if someone is smiling or not. Look at their eyes because then they're giving you a real smile if they're smiling. You can see it in their eyes.
Yes.
If they're
Well,
fake smiling under that mask, you won't be able to tell because the eyes don't have
No,
any.
no.
I keep seeing heavily pregnant women without masks in my area.
When I was in our local big store in town,
Yeah. Good job.
and I was in there and I was wearing the Batman mask. First time I was wearing it, this little boy comes walking up and he goes, "Ooh," and I go, "Yes, I am Batman." And he just, wait a minute. Where's your cowl? Where's the cowl? I couldn't help myself.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, the snarky comments. No one's actually said anything to me, Caroline, but there were some girls standing on the sidewalk in front of the Family Dollar the other day, and I get out of the car and I make my girls have their masks on. We all have our little purple masks, and we go to the store, and they're like, they couldn't have been 18, any of them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh, I feel sorry.
Yeah.
But it's so bad around here. Like people think they're protected.
Oh, I'll purposefully compliment everyone around me for wearing a mask, and totally ignore the people who aren't. And they just kind of look at the floor, and the people with the mask just look all kind of smug.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh, you're wearing a mask, and that's a good one," and blah blah blah. And they're like, and then everyone else is sort of like,
I generally don't make eye contact with people at the store, and that was even pre-COVID because I don't want to engage. I want to just shop and get the fuck out.
Oh, I do, but I usually people I engage with run away from me, so it's all right. Like I told you about the guy who lost his mind.
Yeah.
When he was just like, "You see this? Empty shelves. Communism."
I forgot about that one.
And I was like, your lack of education is not my problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I look at the ones that aren't wearing masks, my brain does this little, split second thing. Wonder if they're selfish, stupid, or both. And then I move on. And I've told my children, if you see someone who's not wearing a mask, you stay away from them. You stay away from everybody, but especially the ones who aren't covered up. So yeah, they're growing up in a new age of social distancing that I just adore. I'm so glad people cannot be right up my butt. And if they are, I can say something to them. Back up. 2 steps back, please. That's my favorite one. I'll be like, 2 steps back, please. You don't need to be up my ass in the checkout line. Your turn's gonna come.
Well, Angie, you've seen the Batman mask.
I have. I saw you at the Wally World in the Batman mask.
Yes.
Yep.
I was in line
I
with
see your girlfriend too.
yeah, and I was in line with my girlfriend and her kids, and we were in line, and I hear this voice that I recognize. I'm going like, wait a minute. I turn back and she goes, "Hey." I go, "Oh, hey. How you doing?"
Yeah, Phil gets around too.
Yes, I do. I used to freak out my grandkids whenever we would go to like Wally World or anything like that, and I would bump into people that I know, and they go, "How do you know these people?"
Been here forever.
You know, I mean, like, and we would be with Sherry and stuff, and we'd be in the store, and somebody come up to me before COVID, and and give me a big old hug and all this other stuff, and especially Alicia, she would be like, "Okay, who is this, and why is he hugging up on my grandpa?"
Yeah, I'm a little grateful that the hugs have ceased. I got grabbed and hugged the other day as someone I hadn't seen in a while, and they were just like, "Oh, hi," grab, snag, and it's like, "Oh, hi, you see me wearing mask." Unmasked hugs are not okay, but yeah, she's a nice
But
person. She's just one of those that thinks she's protected by magic, so I can't battle that. Like I can't reason with that shit.
but anyways,
that.
I was like you. I was like you when you were saying it's going to feel real funny going out for karaoke and trying to sing through a mask. That's why I have
went,
that down.
Man, I almost went.
I did that. Well, I was across the street. I was across the street. I was sitting in the parking lot at our local sandwich shop, picking up my lady from work, and I could hear the music and stuff going on at Verns, and for a few minutes, I just felt like, okay, I don't see her car. She's not over there. I'm not going to go over there and just walk in and freak people out. No, I'm not going to do that.
I almost had myself talked into it, and then it was just like, no, because I'm either going to be the only person in there wearing a mask, or it's just going to be too uncomfortable with too many people. Because I already am not a big, huge fan of the sitting in the audience thing, me. I like to be up there on there. I don't like to be down here in the audience too much, but
normally whenever you are going to go.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nadine, hey, sweetie.
Yeah, everybody's coming in. Get in here, woman.
That lady there has helped me with my singing for karaoke. I mean, she has given me criticism. Baby, no.
That's just friendship. That's brutal honesty. That's because I love you. I would never let you make an ass of yourself. I love you too much.
Unfortunately, a lot of the social groups that have formed online, if you don't agree with everything everybody says, you're the enemy.
Yeah, I know.
Who's risking, like, hey, did you know you're looking like an ass? Like, I know when I look like an ass. I do. And I'm told frequently when I look like an ass. And it's like, oh, well, thank you for your feedback. you know, like I try not to be an ass, but there are times I am an ass. Not perfect.
Yeah, I can be
Never
an ass.
claim to be perfect. You know, my sister one time said, "Oh, you're just sucking the life out of me with that attitude of yours." And I was like, "Oh, I need adjustment. Okay, what's wrong with my thinking so I can fix this?" You know, and she told me, and I thought about it, and I was like, "Yeah, she's right. I am being toxic." But like that's the thing. Like a good friend will tell you when you're being an ass. It's like, can you tone that down? Sure.
If
Oh,
you
by
see
the
me
way,
start
you're
to
wrong.
look up, I got my TV muted and I'm watching y'all on TV.
Oh,
Oh.
so many asses. My definition of what being an ass is hasn't changed a whole lot since my church lady days, but it has a little bit. Like I was always nice to the point of being doormatted, and now I don't do that. Like we were at the orthodontist office the other day, and they're blasting Fox News on the channel with big old Lord Filter Snatch on the screen up there, and it was one of his lame ass media fests or whatever that he likes to do so often. And I was just like over there, no, I can't deal with this. I can't do this. They got Christian music on the radio. I was like, oh, this is fun. And so I turned on like Crazy Frog for the kids on my phone. Like, bow, bow, ching, ching, bow, bow, bow. You know what I'm talking about. Axel F, whatever. If y'all don't have kids, you don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it was just so uncomfortable. And so we're sitting in the little chair, and the hygienist comes up, and she was, how are y'all doing? We had masks on in the doctor's office, you know. She's like, how are y'all doing with the COVID? And we're doing fine. We talked about the tornado a little bit. She's like, well, God just had his hand on you. And I was like, I doubt that very seriously. It just happens.
Ew, how creepy that sounds.
I know, right? And I
God
said, and if
had
I hear
his
another
hand.
person say,
Yeah.
I'm covered in the blood of Jesus, I'm going to throw up. And she goes, well, I think I'm covered in it. I was like, but don't you think that's gross? Ew. Human sacrifice? Ew. You know, ew. And she had a look on her face like, never thought of it that way before, but that's as far as that went.
I'm
But I was
covered
proud of
in the
myself.
blood is probably like the worst thing. I'm imagining Lady Macbeth going out spot, you know, like
Yeah.
you know, so like covered in the blood. I'm a murderer. What? No.
Like, that's my, what you call it, Jesus armor? That's my Jesus armor. And I was like, no. It doesn't work that way.
That's what the local evangelicals call it. They call it.
Yeah, those are
Jesus
the
armor.
hardcore. I'm not talking about folks like Philip School. He don't go out and try to push his shit on people. And I
No,
don't
no,
either.
like
But
the little
so
girl.
many people around here do.
The little girl who's grown up and you know she's okay now. She's not a evangelical anymore.
Yeah.
But I was babysitting her, and I think it was like the second weekend. Mind you, I babysat her for a year, free, and she said, "I have Jesus armor,"
Hmm.
and I was like, "Really? Because you're still eating broccoli." She
What?
just, you heard me. Every time she told me she had Jesus armor, I would reply with, "Really? Because you still got to brush your teeth."
Right? Oh yeah, okay, I get it. I get the
Yeah.
broccoli.
I have
Yeah.
Jesus armor. Really? Because you need a shower.
Yeah.
And like little things like that. And it wasn't like I was going
Well,
to.
it's like they're implying nothing bad can happen to them because of this thing they believe, and that's not true. Like bad shit happens to good, believing people all the time. It's not.
Mhm.
It's just that's just more evidence to me that there is no grand poobah, you know, deciding who gets shit on and who doesn't. It's just freaking life
And
happens.
Jesus armor is not going to prevent you from like eating,
Yeah,
having to eat things that aren't your favorite.
yeah, you could still break your arm. You're still gonna need a doctor and a cast to fix that shit.
Broccoli still exists.
All right,
Jesus armor
lady.
is not going to protect you from that shit.
I'm going to have to let you go. I got to charge up my phone for a bit.
All right, darling. I
But
hope we didn't run you off. We weren't trying to do that. That's just
no,
Sorry,
no,
sweetheart.
what we
you
talk
know,
about.
no. I'm sitting over here laughing my head off
Good.
because it's good to see my rock and roll diva who I haven't had my Angie fix in a while, and I got my Wonder Lady Faye fix, so
There
I'm
you go.
good.
Yep, Philip's good for the week.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
listen, y'all have.
My friend. I love you.
I love you too.
Take care, sweetie.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
My armor's made from ham.
Oh, I just
I'm
thought it
glad
was
Phil still
really,
likes me.
really
I called him a
amusing though to
dick.
hear like a little kid tell me that she has Jesus armor, and I'm going, no, no, you still have
Not
to
a
look
real
both
thing.
ways to cross the street. You need to do things for your own safety, girl.
Yeah, if you was so protected, how come you had to be taught about stranger danger? Come on, think about it.
Well, the meanest I got was, we're walking and she was talking about Jesus, and I said, I don't want to get like too critical of it. And she's like, oh yeah, what you gonna say this time? And I said, well, if I'm the son of God and I'm walking around in the desert, I certainly don't want to wear fucking sandals. I said, do you realize what kind of burns he'd have on his feet if he did any traveling? And she's like, oh, that's a very good point.
That's a good one. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
I'm putting that one in the bank here.
I was like, sandals, what kind of, you're the son of God. You can have any footwear, right? You would think you're going to wear sandals in the fucking desert.
Yeah. Hi, nerdy. How you doing?
For some reason, that was a real revelation to that kid.
I think back to when I was in that, and it's like you just don't think about those kind of conflicts don't come up because you're insulated from that. And once you hear some of that stuff, if you've got any sense at all, it stops making sense because it should never have made sense in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that's where I'm coming from. I don't have any desire to deconvert Philip or anything like that, but he's a good guy. And
he's lovely. He's lovely, and I'm not trying to deconvert him either. But I wasn't trying to deconvert that little girl either.
Yeah,
I was just sort of like,
think with your own brain. That's what I'm trying to get you to do.
It was like, yeah, the shoe choice, because occasionally she would ask me, so why don't you believe in God, or blah blah blah, and I'd be like, yeah, how many prayers have you made that have been answered?
Yeah.
As she was getting older, and she'd just give me the side eye, like, oh, don't go there. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. After hearing like all this stuff, and she wasn't trying to convert me either, because I told her that was impossible,
pointless and impossible. Yes,
because they used to invite me to church all the time, and I'd be like, no.
But I don't think so.
No, I'd just be like, nah, no thanks.
I have been to church one time since deconverting, and it was all I could do not to bust out laughing and raise my hand like, can I ask a question right quick about what you just said? It was all I could do. And not roll my eyes, and I just sat there politely and waited till it was over, and it was like,
of course you did.
Yes,
because you're not tacky.
I'm not tacky. Well, I can be real tacky sometimes. So,
well,
but,
I nearly lost my temper during my friend's church service.
God,
for her wedding.
Hello.
For her wedding, I was like, grr. And after, like a few months later, we ran into her pastor at a store,
Yeah.
and they were all talking, and of course I'm ignored because I told him, like, point blank, yeah, I'm not coming to your church because that's not my thing, you
Hey,
know.
Tony, dude, you. Hi, Tony.
So afterwards, I was just like, I can't believe you let him read what he read at your service. She's like, what are you talking about? I said, you made this vow to obey and shit like that, and blah, blah, blah. I went through it. And it was like really heavy handed, though. It wasn't just like and obey. It was like detailing the role of a man and a woman in a marriage and how he would
Yeah.
have to lead her. I said, I don't see your marriage to your husband that way because you're like very much a partnership. And they are. They have very distinct roles with each other, but I wouldn't call them traditional roles either. Like they're just people working out their household together.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe you let him read that shit at your. What are you talking about? I said, you need to watch the film of what you fucking agreed to.
Yeah.
I said, you were too happy in the moment in that dress to be listening to him, huh?
Apparently.
She laughed, but she was like, you're kidding me. And I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, do you really need him to guide you through your life? You know? Ooh. She's like, ew, no. And I'm like, you really need to see that. the film. What you fucking agreed to.
Lady says, Faye, don't you know all parking prayers are answered?
Oh, Nadine, you're so smart.
Why aren't you in here, Nadine? Come on. I know I sent the link to Manila, mate. Anybody else want to come in? Holler. I'll send you a link.
I think her pheasant might have the day off.
Oh.
You know. They're having they like to have like movie time and all kinds of things going on.
Yes.
You know. the day off of a loved one. That's what
Dirty says, I'm not leading anyone. Screw that.
I know, right?
I like
ew. I think that's why some men.
Like,
I really want to know.
led.
I really want to know the numbers of how many family annihilators were heavily religious.
Oh yeah.
Because there was that one who killed all his children, his wife, and his mother, laid them out on the floor, had the music playing, but he didn't kill himself. Thing is, he knew he was gonna have financial trouble times, right? So he killed everybody, moved on with his life, and then ended up with a whole new family. He ended up being more successful. He had a new family. And I just want to know, like, how many family annihilators, people who were brought up thinking, like men who were brought up thinking that they are responsible for the household, end up killing their family because they don't want to have that hardship.
I don't know. I know I've heard multiple stories of Stool, I will let you in, but you have to be nice. You have to be nice. I don't know if you can pull that off.
If you say boring once, we'll get you.
If you call us boring even once, you're in trouble. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Deal?
Yeah, because this is Angie's channel.
Her head hurts. I'm sorry. Yes.
No, but I'd love to know the statistics between family annihilators and religiosity.
Yeah, I spent a lot of years trying to be.
Does anyone care what I just said?
Yes, I spent a lot of years trying to be the perfect wife, and it doesn't work. There's no such thing, and the rules in the book, the Bible book they're talking about, is wrong. What's the matter, big man? Did the girls go outside without you? Poor baby. Okay, I don't know if I have Mr. Celery Vase on my Twitter.
I could give him the link if you want.
If you've got a link, if you got him closer than I do, go ahead, because otherwise it's going to take me 2 minutes.
I think I do. Copy message. Do. Found him.
Bagged milk stool. Bagged milk.
Found him. Got him.
Oh my goodness.
There
Awesome.
you go.
Cool. Link, link. What? I recently discovered boxed milk. I didn't know that was a thing. There was some. It doesn't have to be refrigerated, and it
Oh, bag milk. Yeah.
comes in like a carton, like not a regular milk carton, paper carton, but like a giant juice box.
Oh,
It wasn't bad.
you didn't
When
know
we ran out of
about
milk the
those?
other day, we used some of it. No, I didn't. I did not know
Oh.
about those, but they keep like forever in your cabinet. Do you need them?
Oh yeah, I have a ton of those
But-
for what do you call it, during the winter, during for power outages, and if the snow gets too
Coming
deep to
for
go out to
Jen.
the store.
Yay.
Hey,
Hello, studio.
Why do I have to behave?
Because I am not the kind of person that does the whole I'm snarky because I think it's funny thing.
uh,
I
Yeah,
don't respond well to such.
this is just supposed to be light and fun conversation.
Well, we can talk about whatever we want. I just don't insult anybody is my thing. Just don't be insulting
Okay.
to people.
Anyway,
I know I called you a dick the other day, but you were acting like one. And I personally don't care a whole lot for Bionic Dance, but I still don't think you should be screaming out, "She's a dick! She's a dick!" That's just no. So yeah, that's where I was coming from with that. But yeah, we've met a couple times, and you never remembered that. So I think I met you the first time on. It was either Neil's stream or
Or
it might have been
Purple.
God or Purple's or
I have-
Lucy's. God, I
I
can't
have
remember.
no idea.
or black soap. So far.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Anyway, Stool, what do you think? Do you think that might be a connection between family annihilators and religiosity?
Of course.
What are your thoughts?
I've got to behave, haven't I? So.
Oh, don't make
It's
me
okay,
rub
Purple.
catnip on that statement. Okay.
I have no time for crazy people.
Mm.
That's pretty much it. And the
Well,
reason
then you're gonna have a bad time in here because me and her both will just as nutty as fruitcakes.
You
Well,
don't
you
know
see,
I'm nuts.
I'm
Right?
not,
How do you not know we're crazy?
no, I'm not allowed to answer that, am I? Because I'm under strict orders to behave.
Oh, please don't rub that into our faces.
No, I was just listening to the radio at the same
Uh-huh.
time as you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I was multitasking, which I do. And the station that I listen to, there's this wonderful, the guy who's based in Washington, like their correspondent, and he does these long segments to update on what's going on in America. And of course, it's all about you know who, the orange turd.
Yeah.
But he actually does it in a really funny way because he doesn't take Trump seriously, of course, nobody does. But it's actually quite funny because you can't not laugh at it because it's serious news, but he often ends up laughing himself because it's just so unbelievable.
Yeah.
The stuff that the guy is saying, especially with that Tulsa thing. Jesus Christ.
That cracked me up a little bit, but I don't know. Trump causes my head to hurt, and I try not to even say his name too much. But yeah, he's a scourge on the earth, and I probably for the first time in my life am embarrassed to be American, and doubly embarrassed because I'm Texan American. So
Oh dear.
it's frustrating as hell.
I've never been proud of being an American, so there you go.
I do think the rally thing was utterly hilarious, though.
I
I'm
thought that
so
was
proud
funny.
of those. I'm so proud
That
of
was
those young
brilliant.
people.
Yes.
Mhm. Did you see
It's-
the picture of him getting off the helicopter to walk home because he
Yeah.
tie off, looking dejected, like he got stood up at the altar?
One of the
And-
funniest
Sexual harassment.
One of the funniest things was that, you know, Nigel Farage, you're familiar with that idiot?
Oh yeah. I know about that idiot. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Probably
Well, he-
not, but go ahead. I don't.
You don't? Well, he's basically, he loves Trump, and he's the idiot who told all the idiots over here that Brexit was a good idea. He's a con man, basically.
Oh.
He's the
Okay.
leader of the Brexit Party and was
Yeah.
formerly the leader of UKIP. Basically, racists. And
Oh.
he posted a picture on Twitter of him somewhere in America. We don't quite know where. And he said 24 hours away from Tulsa, blah, blah, ha, ha, ha. And everyone's over here is saying, hang on a minute, how have you managed to get on a flight to America? Because we're not allowed to do that. And it turns out he'd been given special permission by some government people to fly into America, which you can't do. Nobody can do that because we've got a plaguey thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So the following day, you know, they had the little problem with not enough people turning up
Yeah.
at the rally, and they showed a photo of Farage, and he was actually in a little tent in the overflow area.
I'm still here, just standing outside, have a smoke.
This is why he'd gone, and he was supposedly doing this panel discussion for all these hundreds of thousands that were in the overflow area. Well, of course, there was nobody in the overflow area because nobody turned up. And then we saw the photos of them quickly dismantling that stage in the overflow area. If you saw that, they built this special stage to entertain these hundreds of thousands that couldn't get in,
Right.
and had to dismantle it very quickly because there was nobody there,
Which is great.
which was hilarious. And so the really good, serious thing about this debacle is that a clever lady on Twitter who is a data analyst explained how serious this was for the Trump campaign, because the whole thing, when he gets people to register for tickets, it's data harvesting. He's getting
Yeah.
people's emails and phone numbers
I saw that. I think that's freaking
Yeah.
hilarious.
to bombard them for donations.
They're not
And-
getting shit out of this.
And so I
They
forget the
won't be
guy,
able to sell the information though, too,
Mhm.
because
Exactly.
it's like,
but the guy, if I can't remember his name, I don't know if you know him. The guy who's in charge of this Trump, he's in the Trump campaign. He's in charge of getting all this data and whatever. In the days up to the rally, he was going crazy on Twitter, bragging about all these numbers. And he actually said, this is the biggest data harvesting exercise ever.
Yep.
And then all of a
And
sudden,
now you can't use any of it.
it's all rubbish.
exactly.
Yep.
And so the clever lady who's the data analyst said, this is really serious because they've spent a heck of a lot of money on this rally, which is basically just to get money for Trump. That's all these things are. Donations, data harvesting, selling shit.
Yep.
So we've got all this information which is completely useless to them. And
Which
that
is
is
amazing.
it's amazing, and it's a really huge problem for the guy who's in charge of that operation.
Brad Pascali.
That's the guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I equate
do you think-
political rallies to revival tent revivals.
Don't you think though that Nigel Farage has the type of face that says, "I have to buy Rohypnol"?
I don't know. I don't know what he looks like. Y'all
He's-
think I pay that? Y'all think I pay enough attention to this shit to care? So
He's definitely the poster child for like the pro date rape drug type.
He used to have on the radio the radio station I listened to,
Mhm.
LBC. He used to have a daily show on there up until about 2 weeks ago. He was sacked
Oh,
because
what did he say?
he was saying things on Twitter that were, let's say, just a little bit racist, which is kind of his thing. He compared the Black Lives Matter people to
dear.
the Taliban.
Really?
what? Oh my gosh!
Amongst other things, and he was also hinting that we should have race riots in the UK. So he got
What?
sacked. Yeah, this is how bad he is. He's
Oh my! I thought he was just an asshole. I didn't realize he was that kind of person.
oh, he's worse
Wow.
than you can imagine. I mean, this is the guy who convinced a lot of people that leaving the EU was a good idea. And the kind of people who follow him and who worship him, they're not good people. You know, they're either stupid or completely racist or both. Well, usually
Yeah, I have
both.
enough trouble keeping up with the ignorance in my own country. I just have no idea what's going on over there for y'all.
See, Brexit is a really big deal because what do you call it? I think part of Ireland is actually part of the EU. The rest of Ireland isn't. So like this is going to affect trade. Like there's a major port in I think Dover.
This
But
is
if they
true. The
have to
Wiggles sold out. Yeah.
That's cool, Kitty.
if they have to inspect every truck that comes through like that port or whatever, even if it only took 70 seconds, it could back up like products getting in or leaving for about 6 weeks.
It's that's kind of part of it. It's obviously more complicated, but
Oh, of course it's part of it, but it's
I mean,
definitely going to disrupt everything. There's the people who voted for Brexit don't realize just how difficult they're going to make things, and there's a time frame that had to be done that hasn't been done, and things that would need to be done, and all basically it's like such a bad idea. This is like total chaos. This is not going to be good.
yeah, and there's you might remember in up until the 90s there was this little bit of a hoo-ha going on between sort of Northern Ireland and what have you. It involved
Oh yeah,
bombs
I
and
kind of
things.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of looking like it, that's a possibility because, reasons. I'm not going to bore you, but it's really serious stuff. It's really bloody
No,
serious.
actually, this is my kind of thing. So if you go into reasons, it's fine.
I know, but Angie's sort of falling asleep.
I know I'm zoning out over here. That's just for real truth.
This is the type of thing that I follow. I'm sorry.
I pay attention enough to know that I have to vote and things like that, but I get lost in the whole nitpicking dynamics of it all, I guess is how to put it. I'm just not big into discussing such things because I have my opinions, but I don't care if anybody knows what my opinions are. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, nothing is going to be good again for quite some time. Whether Trump wins or whether Biden wins, it's not going to make any damn difference. It's going to suck here for quite some more time. And eventually it could get better.
Yeah, but there are countries overseas that are also going through their own, say,
yeah,
shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Xenophobic country.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah. Are you familiar? I don't know. I think this is just a UK thing, but did you see the hashtag Twexit?
Twexit?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that one.
I didn't know what that was, and I was like tired at the time, so I was just like, oh no, oh no.
I'll do it briefly. Another person who just recently got baninated forever from Twitter is a woman called Katie Hopkins.
I hate her. She's gone?
And I'm explaining to Angie, and
okay.
she's another one of these absolutely vile racist pieces of shit. And she makes a living from saying really shit things. So she got baninated from Twitter again, but this time forever. And so all her racist fans said Twexit, which means we're leaving Twitter, and they're going to the other and they're going to this other platform called Parler, if you've ever heard of that one.
Nope.
And it's basically a place where
it's like when everybody left Google and went to MeWe for a little while. That was crazy.
It's where all the bad people hang out because Butler free speech. All the free speech guys, because it's uncensored apparently, and they can say whatever they want. And so people have been signing up to Parler just to look at what these idiots are saying. I do not recommend doing it. Don't do
Oh,
it.
not going to happen. I do not give people like that the space in my brain. I just
And
don't.
we're showing screenshots of the kind of stuff that these people are saying, and I am not going to repeat any of it, but it's absolutely vile. It really is.
Yeah.
Well, see,
I'm surrounded by it where I live. I don't have to go find it anywhere. It's right here.
well, I've got
And
plenty of examples of it on my Twitter where you get these people who just like, yes, 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 and they escalate, escalate, escalate. And next thing you know, they're talking like evangelicals.
I would
yeah.
say, I know you in Texas have got it pretty damn bad.
yeah.
I mean, we all know this. That's not a secret. But
Yeah.
I think we're on a level with you now in the
Oh,
UK.
dear. I'm sorry to hear that. Really,
Oh,
I am.
It is bad. It's very bad. And of course, because Black Lives Matter and the protest, I mean, they're out in force.
We can hope, right, Doc? Maybe it'll get better when Americans get tired of sick, old, privileged, detached men running things. Amen, brother.
It's kind of like, I don't want to use the word. I can't think of a different word.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I just think they should be letting women run the country for a while. Period. Like, just, no men are allowed to run for the next 15 years or so.
I
So-
don't even think
this
that'll
shit.
be. I don't think that would be a solution because there's plenty of women who are on that bandwagon.
Oh my gosh, there's an ad they keep playing on my local TV right now that's just this Kathleen, whatever her name is, and all the commercial is I'm following Trump. I'm on board with Trump. I'm on board with Trump. And I'm like, yeah, you don't have anything to say of your own accord? Like you just don't have anything else to say but except for I'm with Trump, so vote for me. Like,
Oh,
good
yeah.
God.
Well,
And she
Biden's
is
no
your-
better. He showed up and said, "Give me money." It was
Yeah.
like, I've decided to run. Give me money. He
I
didn't
really
say what he
don't
was
like Biden.
supporting. He didn't say anything except for give me money. And it's like, why? Other than
So-
you're running against him. Why?
Talking of women leaders, there is a funny, and I agree with you, by the way. So
Thank
there is a funny picture of Angela Merkel holding a large stein of beer
Beer. I saw that with one hand.
with one hand.
Oh my goodness. I need to see that.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
don't need a Sarah
wow.
Palin type thing. No, that's I agree with you, Shadow Kitty. That's not okay.
love Angela Merkel. She is funny.
I like her very much.
The thing is, with that picture, you don't actually need any text with it, do you? You know what it's about.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. It's so embarrassing though if you think about it. Just like everybody in the world is making fun of us here. I can't stand it.
No. I've said this. We're not making fun of you. We're making fun of him and his idiot supporters.
Yeah, but he's our fault.
Yeah, but
We created him. I grew up with Donald Trump, okay? He was somebody back when I was in high school, and all the boys wanted to be like Donald Trump because he was all rich and he had all the girls, and it's just like, I have loathed him for decades. It's not new. He was the smarmy guy that was just trying to get in your pants, And yeah, everybody knew that. Oof. So he just grosses me out so bad, but he's our fault. We created him here we created his celebrity. We created his, we celebrated his bad business, and all that stuff. And it's our own damn fault. That's why it's embarrassing. And I would understand if you were all making fun of us because it's our fault.
There are a lot of pictures of Angela Merkel drinking beer.
Yes.
Lots of them.
She's German. Hello? That's like what they don't do tap water over there.
She looks really happy to be holding all those beers.
Wouldn't
It's
you be?
adorable.
I don't like beer, but yeah.
I like good beer.
The one-hand challenge. Yes, we all need to make little videos of. I gotta wait. Where's my giant beer stand? Oh, it's way over there. I can't read it. I got one that weighs like 4 pounds, empty.
I have
I'll put
I
some
have
soda
to
in there.
I have to be completely honest. In the winter, I'm better at drinking my cup of coffee. In the summer, because heat makes me weak, I know I'm gonna have a bad day when I pick up my cup and it feels like it weighs 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Like
Let's
there, I
throw
get
some
this
ice cubes
muscle
in there.
weakness from heat, and
Aw.
I can't always pick up my cup. It depends on how hot and humid it is.
There's another good one
Yeah.
from when Germany went into lockdown, as we call it, and they were allowed to go out to buy essentials. And she's there in the supermarket with a trolley with beer and wine and the essentials.
Awesome! Oh, I love her.
Yeah,
She's a riot.
and of course we love her because the orange one is terrified of her.
He should be. I wish I wish I could like. Oh, I should start a fan club for her.
Size of this sucker.
That's awesome.
I think it's made of concrete. That's how it is. Like, yeah.
Hey, you can be president now. You're qualified.
Where's Burger Bra?
Angela Merkel is great.
Yes, I have made her an honorary member of my Angie's Club, so she doesn't know that. But hi, GSM.
The truly sad thing, though, at that rally was that he spent a long time talking about that glass of water and demonstrating how he could actually do it.
9 minutes.
And then,
Like, looky what I can do, mommy.
and then at the end, he threw the glass away like he was a big tough man.
Ooh. Well, at least he didn't try to crush it against his head.
And
That would have been better.
then if you saw what's he called, Trevor Noah, he posted a clip of his last show, and they timed it, and the bit about the ramp, Trump spent 14 minutes talking about the ramp.
Oh, I don't know why he didn't just tell the truth. I had to poo. And so I had to walk that way till I got to where I could take off the pressure. It's exactly what it looked like to me. Like he really needs to go potty right now. He wouldn't know the truth if it smacked him in the head. It's been lying about himself and his life for as long as I can remember.
Well, when he threw the glass, I was actually angry at him.
Yeah, because somebody else has to clean that shit up.
Well, not only that, but it's like, to me, that just shows like a very minor temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what the big ones are when people aren't watching? And the look on his face was pure venom. It was like, it wasn't a flippant toss. I can even throw it.
I imagine him looking a lot like my first husband, bright red in the face, slobbering, screaming, veins popping out of his neck. I can imagine.
I can imagine that's what the White House is like every day, especially when
I feel bad for his kids.
And whoever swept those pieces of glass up.
Yeah, somebody had to go and clean that mess up.
And he'd had his COVID lips on it, so.
That's another thing. A lot of his staff tested positive before the rallies.
Yeah.
And a lot more tested positive after the rallies. Mr. Shadow Kitty said that was his mic drop moment.
You're doing it wrong, buddy.
That's like kicking the garbage can when you come home because you've had a bad day.
Yeah. And then
you make a mess for other people to clean up, especially if, and you're just obnoxious. Oh, here's some testosterone. Oh.
I don't think he ever matured past about 12 years old because that's how he behaves, like a 12-year-old on the junior high playground. yelling at the bullies or trying to be the bully, or you can't bully me, I'm going to bully you first. And
What I don't get is why nobody's done the Photoshop like comparison between the color of his hands and the color of his face.
well, because you don't have to, because his eyes are the same color as his hands.
I know, but it's ridiculous.
It's right there.
He probably hasn't put the tanning solution on his hands because he doesn't want them to look any smaller.
That's possible.
His hands are so white they might as well be gloves. And I'm not one for like tanning on purpose, like I don't do that shit.
If he had a properly tailored suit, his hands probably wouldn't look quite as small.
I also
I think
realized
he buys off the rack at Sears.
that disheveled picture of him like walking from the thing, the helicopter, his body portions are all screwed up. Like he's long from the hip to the knee, but the knee to the rest of his leg is extremely short. He's really not proportionate at all. His body is all fucked up.
He's very damaged, and in that photo you can also see, can't you, on his shirt collar, you can see where his clown makeup has rubbed off
Oh yeah.
on the inside of it.
Yeah.
And there's stories about that that we've seen before from staff who work at Mar-a-Lago, who of course are immigrants, who have to tidy his room and what have you. And when they take his clothes to be laundered, to do the laundry,
You've got ring around the collar.
he's always got his clown makeup on the inside of his collar.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. I remember when ring around the collar was a bad thing.
Oh,
All the commercials. Oh no, your husband has a ring around the collar.
It's embarrassing the stuff
Now
that
it's
he
presidential.
Like if you
Maybe
ever
Trump
take
is
a
just
really
freed up
good
from the
look at
mask.
him, you could see where the makeup is like leaching into the shirt.
Oh my.
He would have been very, very angry when he got back to the White House. I think that's fairly safe to say, because we know, don't we, that the the actual number at that rally was 6,200 people. That's from the official fire department or fire marshal, whatever you call him. And of those 6,200, when you subtract all the Trump campaign people and the security and the Secret Service and the people who are paid to be there, it's a really small number. And so that's not been a good moneymaker for him, which is all it's ever about. So he would have been furious, absolutely furious. And people have said this before, when you hear these little rumors, if you like, of what's happening inside the White House, he is a very, very angry person.
He's a naughty boy.
He's very naughty. And he kicked all the press away yesterday, didn't he?
I don't know, did he? I missed it.
From the White, there were more rioty things going on.
I'm sorry, y'all over in the chat. I know this is probably way more politics than you ever counted on hearing on my channel.
Well, we're talking about makeup stains on shirts.
That's too.
CNN posted, I think it was last night, my time anyway, they said Trump has just ordered the Secret Service to clear the White House grounds of all the press. What the hell is going on? And then there were protests again, and they were pulling down the statue, or trying to pull down the statue of that famous president that Trump loves so much.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson. And so the cops came along with the tear gas again and did all that kind of stuff.
I think it's just really funny. I love the bit of clown makeup on his collar. I just looked at it. It was great. Oh no, seriously, Angie. I mean, like, like when you were in high school and you'd put on your foundation on your face and you'd have to blend it into your neck so you wouldn't look weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No lines. You're not supposed
His
to have a
I
line.
can't figure out what he's wearing. I
Pan
really
stick.
can't figure out that
Pan stick.
the stuff that he's wearing. I don't know if it's like one of those bronzing lotions that people use. That if you keep using it, you turn orange. But then again,
Yep.
he's got the tanning bed circles around his eyes. But
Well,
I'm not.
they make you wear those little goggles when you get a spray tan too. They put the little goggles on so you don't get it in your eyes, so that that's why they get the white part around their eyes too.
But most of the time, though, his hands aren't even done.
You want to know what I think he uses?
Yeah.
I think he uses airbrush.
You think he's airbrushed?
I think he uses the airbrush makeup.
Oh God. Okay.
That's what I think. That's what it looks like to me, but that's just my semi-professional opinion. But his shade is way darker than it should be. Like if he gets any oranger, he's going to be in danger of trying to do jack-o'-lantern face or something.
I'm not an expert on ladies' makeup, but whatever it is he's using, it will be exactly the same thing that he's been using since the 80s, because he doesn't change anything. So whatever you ladies were using in the 80s, that's what he's using.
Probably. Then it probably really is Pan Stick. Remember Pan Stick? Like that big
No.
oval. It was foundation that you screwed up like lipstick. It came in a stick. And you could just like...
That is what clowns use. That's what clowns use. It is
I know
clown
there
makeup.
was that bronzing liquid that they used to have that, like, once you, I don't know, wore your jeans and walked around, like, because it would rub off your skin cells, you would have patches of white and then tan skin underneath that. And a lot of my friends used that for prom, but they did it like a week ahead of time. And some of their, of course, you shed skin cells, so they showed up looking really patchy.
Oh, blotchy.
Yeah, like their faces were blotchy, and it was like, you need to do something with your foundation. I couldn't find anything orange. Yeah.
You know what I also think? I think at some point, you remember back in the late 80s, early 90s, when everybody was having their colors done, where you found out if you were a cool or a warm or what colors looked best on you. And
my friends did that. I didn't.
Out of beauty school when that hit, and we were trained in how to find someone's colors. I think somebody a long time ago told him he was a warm, and they lied to him because he's been wearing warm hair color, warm makeup, warm color like orange and peach, and it's like, stop. If you're not really, that's how his hair is what gets me the most. I enjoy his hairdo because I admire the skill it takes to get it to do that.
I don't even understand how it.
Oh, I know.
What? Oh, I know how to do it.
Because if was it Ivanka? Yeah, if Ivanka wrote a book about it, not about his hair, that would be a very boring book. But in this book, that would not be a big seller, or maybe it would. I don't know. The art of the hair, but and in this little section in her book, she describes what he does every morning to make this happen. And he's literally just got, that's it. Yeah, he's just got a little bit of hair around the side, but if you let it unravel, it will be down to his feet. So he's got this little bit of hair that goes round and round and over, and then about 5 tins of hairspray to keep it in place.
See, somewhere I have. Let me see if I can. Y'all keep talking. I think I have a thing that tells you how to do the Trump hairdo.
Okay. Do you have to skin a hamster after you've electroshocked it?
No, it's not that serious, but there is a lot of teasing and hairspray involved.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he also had that surgery done on his scalp.
Did he?
Back in the 80s.
They stretch it out.
Yeah. His first wife wrote in her book about it because he had the surgery. He was in a lot of pain. He wasn't happy with the results, and he went mad. Like we were just saying before, he went into one of his rages, and that's when he supposedly attacked her in a kind of bad way, if you know what I mean.
I'm not surprised at all. He
Um,
looks like the kind of guy that would get upset if his hair doesn't come out right. I can't find it. Oh, all this rearranging stuff has got my files all screwed up.
interesting.
Why have you got the red behind our names?
Because I like red.
Are you using the paid version?
No,
Oh, so you can choose, can you?
I can. Yeah.
Oh. I do like it. It's very nice.
Thank you very much. It goes with my hair. I can't find it. Oh well.
It's all very colour coordinated. I like it.
Yeah.
There's lots of
Red
red
is my
going on.
power. Red is my power color.
I just think it's odd how all his children just look funny.
Trump's hair. My life on an idiot.
That would be funny, that if Trump's hair wrote a book. That would be funny.
Yeah. That would be good. That's something I could come up with. Day in the life of Trump's hair. Oh no, there's a breeze. Everybody hold on.
It is ridiculous.
It kind of is.
Oh, that terrible photograph from, was it last year, where he's going up the steps to Air Force One and the wind catches him. And you look at it and you think, what the hell is that? And that's your head.
Yeah.
And it's the wrong colour, of course.
Yeah. Well, he's gray headed. He has gray hair, like white gray hair.
Yeah.
I've seen his roots.
But that one amused me because he couldn't stop. He had to keep on walking, and he knew that everybody could see, but he couldn't stop.
There's nothing he could do about it. I don't get it. But I do kind of get it. I mean, I understand there are a lot of fellas who have serious issues with losing their hair. I get that. My husband was one of them. It upset him tremendously that he was losing his hair, and he had to skull it for a while so he could grow it all down his back and had a beard. And I finally got him to cut that shit off and look like a regular groomed person.
See, I don't see the big deal. You know,
it just looked bad. It looked really. I love my husband. Don't get me wrong. I love this man, but his hair looked bad. And at the time, I was a rather successful hairdresser. I was like, you have to do something. You cannot claim to belong to me and look like that. You just can't do it. You're ruining the image that I'm trying to project here of healthy, nice-looking hair.
yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't see the problem with baldness. I don't get why it's such a big deal.
I don't either, except for, media models and things like that. Men have a lot of unhealthy body image problems that we have as women, and we don't realize it but if you look at what's on TV, they've got a lot of unrealistic expectations for themselves too. So,
Do you remember the Stephen Miller one?
Stephen Miller.
He's Trump's resident racist.
Yeah, I remember him. He's kind of like supervillain looking.
He's the really, really evil thing. He's the one who comes up with all the policies on immigration. He's a real piece of badness. He really is.
Oh, what does he look like? He looks like...
Hi, Santi. Hello, Fernando.
He looks like somebody else.
He's actually in his 30s, but if you look at him, he looks like he's in his 50s. He looks evil even before you know what he's done. But he's balding. He's very bald on top.
Yes.
Everybody knows this. Everybody's seen him. He's quite famous. But he appeared on Fox News, and all of a sudden he had hair.
He wore a toupee. Oh my goodness.
No,
That's
we don't know what it was. It looked like one of those spray-on things,
Boo, those are good.
and so everybody's kind of laughing and going, "Hang on a minute, why would you do that?" That's just crazy. He looked absolutely ridiculous, and of
It's
course,
vanity.
the next day it disappeared again. Of course,
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know why. Because what do you call it? Like Trump, when he was just a business person, any male who worked for him who was starting to go bald, he would like lecture them,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like, oh, you need to do something about that, and blah blah blah. Like he totally like has this idea that people need to look a certain way, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of ridiculous. But Angie, I'm going to show you the picture of what he's talking about,
Okay.
of Steve Miller with his hair versus without the hair. And if
Oh, yep. That's a spray job for sure. Absolutely.
okay,
No
good.
doubt. No doubt about that. It might not even be spray. It might even be brushed on.
I'm thinking it's a lot of mascara.
Similar, but it's more like talcum powder, colored powder. It sticks to itself.
Yeah,
It's like Christmas tree flocking. That's what it is. It's more like Christmas tree flocking. It sticks to
it
itself.
looks really bad. And to be sure, I'll send the same picture just to Stool so he can tell me if that's the picture, like the look that he's talking about.
I'm gonna share it.
Because if you really like getting close, you can tell that that's not hair. That's
Oh
not a
yeah.
toupee. That's makeup. That's something. That's embarrassing. Why would
Look at
anyone go
that.
through that? A lot of my friends
Wait
went
a minute.
completely bald
I'm
before
doing it
like
wrong.
their
Oh, there it
30s.
is. Can y'all see it?
It's really bad though. It's not. It's not even.
See, if you see, you can see right here, like it goes nice, and then there's this like, whoops, somebody ever did it.
Yeah, they gave him
It
a
is
widow's peak.
really.
It doesn't look good at all.
It's like, what's the point? You only added what, maybe 3 inches worth of hairline there. It didn't help. Like, just don't. Just stop it. Yeah.
I think that's very funny.
Oh,
It's like, just go bald, dude. Don't do that.
it must have been.
Sorry.
It must have been funny though for the makeup people at Fox News.
I'm trying to
Did-
figure out
did-
which one of them talked him into it. Like, here, I've got this stuff that'll make you look like you got more hair. Can we try it? How did that conversation go?
I reckon he did that himself because no professional person would do that.
I'm sure they would.
He's done it himself, and then he's turned up at Fox News to have his makeup put on, and the makeup lady would be trying her best not to giggle.
Yeah. It's like,
Mustn't
that?
mustn't say anything.
Oh my god, that's too much. Yeah, I'm sorry, my connection kicked me out for some reason. I had to refresh.
He's more of a cue ball now.
He's
Yeah.
married as well. He's just got married. That's weird.
Oh, I believe there's somebody for everybody.
Oh, you're
I know
so terrible.
I know some really ugly people that are in love and have people who love them, and it has nothing to do with what you look like. So
I'm not talking about the looks. I'm talking about what's inside. I mean, he is a
Oh.
very, very evil, nasty piece of work. He really is.
yeah, well, some women don't care as long as you get the bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, she might be evil.
I don't know
too.
how to explain that. Could very possibly. There's evil women. There
I
are evil women.
think his wife actually works for the administration, and I think she tested positive for COVID.
This is true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and oh god, what is her name?
Probably Tony.
I think no.
They have that for eyebrows. Stencils for eyebrows. I cracked up when I saw that.
Oh, her name's Katie.
Oh,
Yeah, and he used to work for the really evil guy. Is it Jefferson Beauregard III who he used to work for? I believe it is. Yeah. What's his name? Jeff Thingy. Wonder Lady,
Sessions?
help me. Yeah, Sessions. Jefferson Beauregard
knows I
Sessions III.
holy shit.
And Jefferson Beauregard Sessions III. He's obviously a teeny weeny bit racist, and so after that he was ideal for the Trump administration, and he's the guy who comes up with all these wonderfully not racist ideas like the Muslim ban and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And there's videos of him from when he was at college
See, I
being a
thought you did
total
that with
racist.
Bannon.
I don't
Steve Bannon.
Bannon would have enjoyed it and approved, but I don't think he would have come up with the idea.
Okay.
I want to see that if you do that, Doc.
Oh, what are you gonna do, Doc?
It says he's thinking of having a phrenologist map tattooed on his scalp.
Oh, do the globe. Not over your
Earth head?
face, just on the back. Do like a map on the back of your head.
But you gotta make sure you get Texas and Australia in it. So how are you gonna do that?
Put them on your shoulders.
There you go.
All the extra bits: Hawaii, Alaska,
That's all the proof that flat
Australia,
earthers need, right?
everything that didn't fit. You just have it like on your shoulders. It's like you have the world on your shoulders. Yeah, definite. Sorry. No, the phrenologist map is actually a much better idea.
Well, I have had a wonderful time, y'all, but we've been going about an hour and a half, and that's about as long as I can usually ignore my children. So
Oh,
I'm probably gonna have to wrap it
okay,
up here a little
see.
bit. Well, they've gotten really quiet, and it's starting to make me nervous.
Yeah, my babies are quiet too, but I looked and they're asleep.
Mine are
Because
not
I played
asleep.
with them.
I promise mine are not asleep. So I need to find them. I've been able to see them like out the window and stuff behind me, and I know when they are up until about 10 minutes ago, and then it got really quiet and they vanished. So I
I've
need to go
always
find them.
noticed that parents always will come when you're being quiet, but they won't come if you're screaming.
Oh no, I'll come when you're screaming too, because I'm gonna come in there and tell you to shut up. Stop screaming in my house. Like their little friends across the street think I'm the meanest thing in the world because I don't let them come in here and scream and hoop and holler and act like wild animals. You do that outside. You use your inside voice in here. Granny, don't put up with it. I'm not. You go outside and act like animals all you like. I don't have a problem with that. Scream,
They
yell.
really
knock
thought you were
myself.
evil, they wouldn't come back.
Oh, they like me. I fed them today, so.
I see.
All right. It's been awesome chatting with you guys. And I'm really proud of
Were
you.
you just talking about your kids then?
I am actually raising my grandkids, and I was talking about the kids across the street.
Oh, so not your grandkids like you because you fed them today?
Oh, no, they like me because I'm awesome. The neighbor kids like me because I fed them. What's not to like? But I'm proud of you still. You were very sweet today, and I appreciate that. I really do.
I used my inside voice.
I'm proud of you. See, you can do it. And you were extremely entertaining and knowledgeable and didn't have to be ugly one time. See? You can do it.
You didn't call me boring.
I know, right?
I know. No, but seriously, what do you call it? I've been itching to do more YouTube, but
yes.
I'm gonna try to do a video with my voice on it. So that's why I'm kind of like holding back on this one, but this one's about fireworks.
Oh, cool. I'm not buying fireworks this year. I refuse to light my money on fire anymore.
Yay!
Among other reasons.
maybe.
I may. Doesn't mean I won't go somewhere where they might be having them because I've been invited to the in-laws for their 4th of July. It's also G. Paul's birthday or something like that, and it's a big deal. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
well,
stuck with the in-laws for the day.
I
They
am
will
so
probably.
anti-fireworks. It's not even funny.
Yes, they're gonna get a speech about why fireworks are bad. I didn't do it this last time. It was Father's Day. I had to spend Father's Day with them.
Hmm.
It was, man, the food was so good. It made everything else okay. Everything else was okay because I got to eat crawfish enchiladas. Did not even know that was a thing, but it is a very good thing.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yes, I had this cream sauce on top, pepper jack cheese, and oh my gosh, they were delicious.
How to Tame Angie. Give her good food.
Give me food. Give me crawfish. If you really want me to be happy, give me crawfish. Or lobster. Lobster's even better. Because it's a great big crawfish.
Well, I think you need to make stencils as the audience suggests, and then stencil like designs on bald men's heads.
I'd have to get some volunteers for that.
Yeah, but I think you should do it. I really think you should.
I did take my clippers to the races one time and volunteered to cut, your favorite race driver's number in the back of your head. I got a couple of takers on that one year.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, crustaceans are yummy. Crustaceans are my favorite. Okay, we gotta go, for real. I gotta go find my
Okay,
children.
I have to go
I love
too.
y'all. Thank you, everybody, for coming to watch. Thank you, Purple, for sending me the camera. I am overjoyed. And now we got to start looking for who else is going to need it when I don't anymore, because I probably would go ahead and find something of my own, too. I want to keep this little train of camera going because I think it's adorable. I like the idea. It's a great idea.
Meow.
Yes, I think
Okay.
Faye needs a cat cam. We need kitty cam.
I do.
Awesome.
I do. I need a
Thank
new
y'all for
bag, though.
coming. I
I'll
love
see
you.
you.
Everybody say bye.
Bye 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 bye.
Click the button. Click the button.